fly with me from Sydney to Singapore. This was the best flight of my life. We were newly engaged and flying on Singapore Air, and the crew just made this flight so special. We flew through security, went to the lounge, and then boarded our plane. Flying on an A380, which means we were on the upper deck, which is so cool. This plane is just massive. We started out with a little Bellini, which is their signature drink. Then moved on to some champagne and warm nuts while we watched Incredibles 2. And then it was already time for lunch. We started out with this crab appetizer. I think this was the best thing I've ever eaten on the plane. Had some of their famous garlic bread alongside that. I ate so much bread this flight. You guys know how I feel about my bread. I decided to just go off the menu that they had and not book the cook for this flight, which I kind of regret. This meal was okay, but it wasn't amazing. I think it was braised veal with polenta and asparagus. It was a little tough for me, so I got some more bread to fill me up more. It was just a lot of fat and not as much meat as I would have liked, but that's okay because dessert was delicious. I had this little apple cake. It was almost like jello-y, and it came with creme anglaise. It was amazing. Took a little nap. I loved these seats or little pods that they had because we could sleep right next to each other. It was so cute. I do not normally sleep on planes, but when I'm flying business and lying flat, I can't. God, I sounded like such a brat saying that, but I took out my little heatless curls that I did with the socks that they gave us. Had a little cappuccino, and then it was time for our next meal. This is a traditional Singaporean dish. It's fried radish cakes, I'm pretty sure, but they call it carrot cake, and it came with prawns. And immediately after that, the crew brought us dessert because we casually mentioned that we were celebrating our engagement this whole trip. The crew made this flight for us. We actually started crying. It was so sweet. Sharon, Lydia, Xiao, you made our day so special. Singapore Air, if you're watching this, you need to give them a rate. Literally, look how beautiful they are as well. I could not get over it. I need their hair care and makeup and beauty routine. We ate our little ice cream, and then it was time to land. I cannot believe the best flight of our life was already over. This experience just proves that people are everything. We have one night in Singapore, and then we're off to America, so I can't wait to explore.